sorcery. Can't trust the young.
My first employment.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Shopkeeper tries to find good homes for stranded beasts and his creatures you've collected.
Hello. Mind you, don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a Duracell feather, it doesn't half hurt.
Revelio.
Brood and Pet. Proprietor Ali Peck is a fierce protector of beasts and will give you a fair price for any beast in need of a safe home. Brood and Peck is a shop to visit for beast pie products like fur feathers and
Revelio.
Okay, so I guess we didn't get every. We don't have them all. We are missing one. Well, interesting. What's this? Upgrade your gear. Oh, wow.
Revelio.
It's really hoping to find like
Hello. Mind you, don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a Duracell feather, it doesn't half hurt.
Hello.
Oh, welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck, and before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair for my Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncar fur? Duracell feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Duracalls, but people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose, the cry on those things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers. Almost worth going mad for.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words never spoken. Used to carry beasts themselves. Good business it was, but add it up to here with parents grumbling. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, you should have heard them. No, best with byproducts. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Couldn't guarantee that with some of these prospective owners. Now, why don't you have a good look around? Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need. And thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
Okay.
What
Let's
do you have
see.
for sale?
We got.
Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire?
I don't. I mean.
I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Revelio.
Oh, you can't pet the animals. Okay. And with that, well,
Revelio.
knowing now,
Hogsmeade, here I come.
yeah.
Expelliarmus can disarm a dark wizard, no doubt. Then
No, you punch them in the face.
Revelio.
After you disarm them, just run as fast as you can up to them and just beat them up. In here. Let's over here. Magical mail. These chutes in the post office magically sort various bits of mail. The post office itself houses over 200 owls, color coding based on how quickly a particular mineral or parcel needs to be delivered.
Revelio.
We've done it. So there's 2 random field guides. But we have done it. We have all the ones of Hogsmeade. And they are. Hogsmeade is done. $17 for that. 7 for... Yeah, work. Man, that 150. I thought it would take for eternity to find. So somewhere is it's probably 2 floating pages that fly around.
I'm just trying to practice. Revelio. Revelio. I had plenty of
One is...
Revelio. Accio.
4.
Revelio. Revelio.
Just because you know Lumos doesn't mean you can't get it locked.
Revelio. Revelio. These rocks have seen better days. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Really?
Confringo.
Or the fact that I'm trying to blow up a door. Oh, wait a sec.
Revelio. Alohomora.
Oh, we finally found it. The one I was
Revelio.
missing.
Revelio.
Gonna change the night real quick. Yes.
Revelio. Hogsmeade, here I come. Revelio. 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 Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Revelio. Revelio.
Wait.
Please, come in. Let me know if you need help finding anything.
I mean,
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about. Revelio.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
what
Revelio.
about that? Maybe it is better to have it during the day.
Revelio. Revelio.
What the? Oh, it must be daytime again.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
I really, like, I'm literally missing just one page. A page, a chest, and a... Wow. A page, a chest, and a... Yeah, a page, a chest, and a Demistone. Hmm. How about we do these side quests? Oh.
I don't want to be associated.
Revelio.
There's never been a shameful squib in my family's history. Squibs are just as violent as my blood.
Glad you came.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
Yes.
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favor for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of
Revelio.
Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Revelio. Hogsmeade, here I come. Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Oh, I remember you.
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Serona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Serona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Yeah,
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Serona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Serona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Serona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Serona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Oh, I've been here, I think. At least I think.
Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find Serona's box of letters. Better have a look around. See about the Horklumps and the box of letters. That's all the Horklumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
No, we need more. We need... yeah, I've been here. But there was a whatchamacallit here. Yep.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
That's where we want it. That was...
Confringo. Rest easy, my large friend.
Yeah.
Revelio.
Don't actually ever get up, please. Oh my god.
Revelio.
Sorana, when I arrived here, I had a troubling sense that in many ways I wasn't like the other first years. I confess, I worried a Hogwarts might not have been the proper place for me and pondered. Sending an owl to my parents, asking them to fetch me almost before the first week of classes ended. How did you know? I presume you're not secretly a legament. But I wonder that you seem to know my thoughts better than I did myself. That day in the Three Broomsticks, when you spotted me huddled in a corner, staring blankly at an untouched butterbeer and an empty pit of parchment, my quill dripping woefully onto the floor. You came to sit with me. Well, I shall never forget it. I recall a sudden sense of relief as if someone had cast a levitation charm on me. When you told me about how nervous you'd been to come to Hogwarts, I looked at you and it seemed beyond my imagination to think of you as anything but the confident which sitting before me. In the days that followed, I marveled at how you charmed. In the modern magical sense, I mean everyone around you without apology, embracing who you were and who they were. It was as though a candle had flickered on him for me. I realized that I could choose that path as well. Now that my school years are ending, the frightened first-year witch I had been seems worlds away, and I know it's because you saw yourself in the despairing creature in that corner, in the corner of the pub, and so generously extended yourself to her. Yours sincerely, Maribel. Yes. Please tell Miss Spraddle that I still plan on visiting her and Mr. Spraddle whenever I can for their delightful conversation. And I am unashamed to admit her incomparable cauldron cakes. Oh, they're all here. Dear Serona, I conjured this wee gift for you as a token of my gratitude. If you hadn't stood your ground on my behalf during Quidditch practice last week, left the team altogether, and now we've won the Quidditch Cup. Ravenclaw House would never be the same without you. Aww. My dear Serona, I've sent a note separately to dear Mr. and Mrs. Spraddle for their hospitality, but felt the need to put the quill to parchment with my thanks to you as well. What a lovely respite from the castle. I won't soon forget how we giggled about that ridiculous gnome. Did he truly believe that he was singing? And Mr. Arnold's steak and kidney pie was simply glorious. I shall be dreaming of it for days. I so appreciate you including me. I fear I must warn you, however, that this does not mean I will go easy on you in next week's match. You know that Ravenclaw is no match at all for Slytherin this year. Most gracefully yours. Happy birthday, my darling friend. I sneaked into the kitchen and asked Freaky to make your favorite cream crottle. Crotty. She was delighted to oblige. Not sure where she got raspberries at this time of year. Genius, that Pinky. Dear Miss Frottle, Mother and Father were delighted to hear that you and I had spent the afternoon at Glad Rags next Saturday. Truth be told, I think my mother was ever so slightly envious. I shouldn't soon forget how heartily we laughed at my efforts to lace the bonnets of my new dress. A challenge indeed, as is the rather delicate practice of properly situating a hat pin without wounding my hat or my head. But I adore everything that we selected, and I have you to thank for now feeling like a marvelously fashionable witch. It was also a treat to dine at the Three Broomsticks without having to clear the tables. I shall own a place like that one day, mark my words. I consider myself more than lucky to have you and Mr. Sparta agreed to let me stay. I know my parents feel precisely the same way. I was gratefully.
I think that's everything. Serona will be glad to have this back. I should take this box of letters to Serona. She'll be glad to have it back.
I guess the letters are her transitioning from wizard to witch, as it were.
Revelio.
Yeah, we're gonna have to farm. I'm gonna have to farm this place. Oh, jeez. You never really running much into whatchamacallit.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Yeah. I have gone through this cave.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Revelio. Hello, Serona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
May I ask about the letters?
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw. We could have cheered them on together.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aidan. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Revelio.
A full day's work clears the mind, I say.
Guess we can do this one next.
You'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
What?
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
You said Mr. Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train venomous tentacula, create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted fiend.
I think I can see why.
Mr. Lawley's venomous tentacula in particular?
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. Ergo, I can launch my business, and he must start all over again. I'm killing 2 snidgets with 1 stone.
What else is in Mr. Lawley's cellar?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. He has quite the collection. Fill your pockets while you're there. Or to slow him down for a bit. And I can get my business going minus any competition.
I'll get the venomous tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Alright. I'm just gonna go secretly
Seems
talk
I
to
need to
him.
find Mr. Lawley's cell. This must be it. This must be the cellar. Now to find that venomous tentacula.
What could be? Stop! Plant bandit!
Oh.
Now to find that venomous tentacula. Better not let Mr. Lawley see me.
What could be stirring in the cellar?
Aloha Mora.
Stop! Plant bandit!
Oh.
Better not let Mr. Lawley see me. Aloha Mora. Where is that venomous tentacula? Revelio.
Got a whole, yeah, he's got a ton of stuff here.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Confringo.
Leviosa. Confringo. Accio. Leviosa. Confringo.
So many spiders. It's a wonder they haven't taken over the whole house.
Confringo. Confringo. Accio.
What the?
Leviosa. Confringo.
Didn't he? Didn't he?
Ugh. Shame you're so foul.
Revelio.
Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to Mr. Barnes.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
What could be stirring?
Stop! Stop that!
Oh no. Oh, thank God they put me back here.
Confringo.
So many spiders. It's a wonder they haven't taken over the whole house.
Completed that errand for me yet?
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. Let's see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
Of course. Glad to hand it over, frankly.
I shall make an ocean of galleons, and Lawley's business will be sunk. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's.
I have a
Oh,
feeling.
see the look on Lawley's face the next time he wanders down to his cellar.
I have a feeling that he's gonna be glad it's gone. Probably has a different business to do.
Revelio. Revelio.
And as you can see, the person that was guarding it are now gone.
Revelio. Revelio.
Which wakes from 600 years slumber. An Irish witch has finally awakened after 600 years of a bewitched sleep, during which she is said to have inherited by the successive generations of her family, along with her ancestral home in Donegal and a pair of rather nice clogs, have been inherited, during which she is said to have been inherited by Speaking to the Daily Prophet, a family member had this to say. She came with the house. Bit of a strange heirloom, we thought. But I'm not about to sniff at tradition. We simply kept the room locked. I had no idea she was my great, well, you get the picture. When I asked for comment, the witch herself said, "They say a good night's sleep is the secret to long life." Well, it's been 600 years and I couldn't say they were wrong. How do you even...
Revelio.
That's kind of crazy.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Revelio. Revelio.
Oh.
Revelio.
Toadstool tales always made me wretch as a child.
Certainly knew how to plan his cooking.
Revelio.
You know. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for now. I'm gonna try to get some sleep before I have to deal with tomorrow and shopping and stuff. Hopefully I go. I'm so close to completing Hogsmeade. Cleanup's gonna be a nightmare. Oh yeah.
You should be proud of all the potions you flew.
Let's get our resources somewhat up. One more. I can't make any max spell potions right now. I don't have. What do I need? Oh yeah, poly. That juice. Oh. All right. That's gonna be it for now.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.